Yeah, we originally signed up when we were told that everything was finishing on Friday, which is like, yeah, dude, Friday, that's good. That's a great schedule. Come on, let's fucking go. They fucking changed it to the worst fucking schedule someone has ever seen. Why is this window captured? What the fuck? But yeah, so essentially what happened was that I didn't want to be like, maybe we'll enter. That's what Mango essentially wanted to do. I just wanted to say like, all right, let's DQ ourselves ahead of time. This was a terrible schedule. DQ ourselves now. It will be fucking great. Right? Mango wanted to fucking wait, and then like, oh, maybe. And then he didn't end up showing up. Yeah, I fixed my controller. Dude, I spent like 6-7 hours like today and yesterday just fixing controllers. So I have like 4 controllers. If anyone asking like, oh, but Leffen, your controller breaking 5 minutes before you had to play, that shouldn't matter, because I saw this comment where you said that you had 4 controllers with you that are all good. I mean, yeah, it's true. I have that, but one, I don't bring 4 controllers with me to the venue. Even if I did, I wouldn't be warmed up and like ready to go and use all those 4 controllers. Like finding 4 good controllers is fucking hard. Finding 4 good controllers that are identical in feel, impossible. Fucking possible. Fuck it. No music. We're mad. Okay, a little bit of music. And yeah, the fucking C-Stick like exploded 5 minutes before I had to go, and I didn't have that many notched backups. That was my problem, and because I thought the notches would be banned, right? And like, yeah, I mean, maybe I should have known that like C-Stick would explode 5 minutes before I had to play, and got a notch control. But the thing is that I did actually at this tournament at Smash Con go out of my way find a controller that I bought for like $100, and then to notch that with typo. So I spent a lot of money and time that I could have spent practicing to prepare myself in case the controller broke. The problem was that the controller, I just didn't have enough time to get used to the controller. And even if I did, it honestly probably still would have been shit, because the controller ended up having really weird defects. Like, you can't really dash dance on it. It like once every 10 dash dances or something, it doesn't register. It's like super old, so it's like the opposite of my other one, which is kind of fresh. And then the X and the C stick just don't work sometimes. I thought it was me not being used to the controller, but I actually like tested it, and it just does not work sometimes. But I mean, I had to play really soon, and I also had to warm up, you know, and prepare myself for sheet matchup, and so I couldn't really get a working controller. I was stuck with it. And yeah, for food poisoning, I didn't get food poisoning by Taco Bell. I already had that. I already had food poisoning before that. It was pretty bad. So like when I got to Smash Con, I was planning on going out playing, but I just started feeling like really fucking shit after I went to the hotel room. And I'm like, first I thought, I'm hungry. But then I realized like, no, I'm not hungry. I just feel like death. So like, it was like 7 when I got there. So I slept from 7 to woke up at like 4 a.m. drenched in sweat, and just felt really bad. But it hadn't hit my stomach really bad yet. I just felt like, what the fuck? Am I just super jet lagged or something? And then forced myself to sleep. And for some reason, despite sleeping a shit ton of hours already, like I already slept before I got to the hotel even, I could sleep more. So that was probably an indicator that my body was like dealing with some shit, because it was extremely easy for me to sleep like 14 hours in a day. But then, right, I was like feeling super shit, and right by my hotel was the Taco Bell. So I got Taco Bell in the morning, but like it didn't affect me at all. Like my stomach had already gotten worse at that point, and basically nothing I did to it the entire week. I tried so many things to solve it, like walk, run, workout, lay down, take like Pepto, different kinds of medicine, ibuprofen. Like I did everything, and it's not like it made it worse the more I tried. Nothing even like touched it. Like it was exactly the same kind of ache the entire time. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what I could have done. And then it got better the day after, and then it was pretty much gone on the Monday. So that was really fucking sad. But I mean, I did my best, considering like people who saw me there, like I was so fucking gone, dude. I can't believe I almost beat Plup with a non-working controller and being that sick. If you want to hate me, I don't give a shit. I fucking try my best. Most people have never tried that hard dealing with circumstances in their fucking life, dude. Yeah, Ryby, that was the saddest part. Okay, so I was playing shit the entire time because my controller wasn't working. Then I finally get it from typo, and I feel really shit. Like I wasn't able to play a lot because I was so sick. I was just laying down and by like the Geico booth, and people kept like, I was laying down, like Red Bull had on my head like this, And people came up and like, hey, can I take a picture? Hey, do you want to play friendly? I'm just lying there in fucking pain, and my son really wants a picture, man. And he's put up a hand. Go away. Fucking Plup came up to me. Like, I was supposed to play him next, and he was just like, he just looked at me. It's like, why don't you play your pool? I'm like, I'm done with my pool. I beat PP already. And he's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, food poisoning. He just went, and then left. Fucking Plup, dude. He's like, we take those. Alright, I feel like absolute trash, but I'm gonna force myself to play. Because sometimes you can, even though I would have been way less prepared, very tired and stuff like that, sometimes you can still play well for limited amounts of time, despite shitty circumstances, right? And I sit down and I play like Drug Fox's Sheik, I play a couple of Sheiks for like an hour straight, and I'm like, getting better and better, like, alright, dude, I'm like playing purely on adrenaline, where I'm like, I feel shit, but like my Fox is playing great. Holy shit, I'm flowing. I'm playing like the best I ever have versus Sheik, considering the circumstance. Like, there's no way I can perform better than this, considering how sick I am. And I'm like, alright, baby, alright, you know, I can beat Plup, because I was considering forfeiting before. You know what? Plup's gonna get the fucking hands. And then, alright, I sit down, I'm like, alright, Drug Fox and the other Sheik I'm playing, like, you guys can play one, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, I come back, and it's just on character select screen. And let me start, actually. So, the C-stick, the day before, had broken. Just out of fucking nowhere. Like, it had shown no cases of like, it just completely stopped working, right? So I couldn't practice the entire Friday with my controller because, yeah, he had to take it to repair my C-stick. And I get it, you know, early Saturday morning, get used to it again, I start playing. I had to play a PPU and like LOD with a controller I've never used before in tournament. And I finally get it, and this is after Type has fixed it once. And then I come back from the bathroom, right? After playing fucking amazing, and the screen's like this. Like, the C-stick is standing straight up, but the screen is just like this. And this is like, I just went to the bathroom 5 minutes before I had to go play Plop, and the screen's like this. I'm like, oh fucking no, oh no. And I walk up, and like the C-stick doesn't register at all. Like, it doesn't do anything if I touched it. It was just like, alright, yeah, everything just broke off, and like for no reason. It was just, I just put it down. No, I don't blame Type, but like, that's just like unbelievable bad luck. Like, with everything that happened before, 5 minutes before I have to play, that's when it breaks. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, Plop definitely paid off Sammy. Oh yeah. I mean, considering I couldn't use my controller, I did pretty fucking well with against Plop. Definitely could have won that set if a few things had gone differently. But I couldn't play properly at all. Like, anyone that looked at the match could see. Just died randomly all the time. Couldn't like up throw comboing. The controller didn't even have like working C-stick either. Like the new one that I got, its C-stick like didn't work properly at all. Why did I have a spare stomach? You know what? That's my sub goal. That's my sub goal. Fuck this execution routine vid. Yeah, once the memory card fixes, that fixes food poisoning. I didn't watch Svet Sen. I heard he got bodied. I'm not surprised. Yeah, dude, so many people, they're fucking stupid. Like, okay, I get that if I'm an outspoken person, I'm a bit of a douche, to put it nicely. There's so many people that are like, oh, Leffen hated on Armada not having a spare controller at DreamHack, and now he doesn't have a spare controller. Okay, one, Armada did not have notches. He had a lot more different controllers for DreamHack that he could try out. Mine, because I had my 4 spares that are pretty similar to the description of Armada's good controller, and I was close to him too. I could have given him any of those 4 to test, and he knew that he had controller problems like a week before something. He said it on the stream that he had a controller problem, but like he didn't. I was like, all right, you know, like, go out of your way. Like, I'm not gonna give you my controller like by free, but like if he asked like I want a new controller, yeah, I would have fucking given to him. At least try. Having a controller problem for a week before because you don't have a spare is completely different from your C-stick breaking 5 minutes before you have to go on stage. It was more than a week, and like, it's not like his controller was like, the C-stick does not work. It was more like, oh, this doesn't feel as stiff enough. Like, he didn't even say what the actual problem was. He just didn't feel like playing, which is okay. I don't think you necessarily have to play. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But like, I can see why people are upset. I wasn't the one going the hardest on Armada for not entering, but I do think that if he's that particular with controllers, then he should have more. He shouldn't just have one controller that he likes. And yeah, I realized that, like, oh, if I have notches, you know, like, it will be harder to use a spare and stuff like that. I completely realized that. But it's not the same. Like, you can't just think, oh, this guy had an injury and this guy had an injury. Those two injuries are the same, and everything else is the same. Like, you're putting it completely out of context. And it wasn't even that hard against Armada. I just think he should have a spare for the future. Yeah, like, Armada's controller requests are, like, pretty weird. But yeah, I mean, I understand that, like, because of who I am, how I talk, because I throw shit, a lot of people are just looking for a reason to hate on me, and that stuff is, like, so fucking obvious when you go to, like, stuff like Reddit, stuff like that. It's not, and it's common in everything, right? Like, you hate something, so you, like, look for reasons that confirm your belief in that this guy is bad, or he has done something badly, right? It's not like you actually look at everything without a prior bias and be like, this guy's controller's C-stick broke 5 minutes before he had to play. He did everything he could to play. He still played, barely lost, while also being sick. God, I fucking hate that guy. You know, God, I fucking hate that guy. Why did he have a control? Why didn't he plan for the C-stick? Like, no, people don't go like that. They just come in with this idea like, yeah, I really don't like when Leffen, you know, hit it on this one thing that I like. So, Leffen, something went badly for Leffen. Alright, let me find a link here that I can make him look bad through. Okay, he made his controller broke, and he had said a comment about people should be using spares. Aha, I got it. It's so much of that.